안녕하십니까? 오늘 소개할 내용은 UFO 요격 지시를 받은 미 공군 정보장교에 대한 내용이 되겠습니다. 전 미 공군 정보장교인 조지 파일러 소령은 베트남전 때 UFO의 공격으로 미 순찰함이 공격당한 사건을 폭로한 인물입니다. 그는 1962년 레이더에 포착된 UFO를 요격하라는 명령을 받았던 적이 있었다고 증언했습니다. 그럼 그의 증언 내용을 시청하시겠습니다.
We were flying tankers over England, and London Control asked us to intercept a UFO. And we happened to be done with our refueling mission, and we accepted the assignment. We were on just over the North Sea, and they asked us to fly to the center of England, and we got about, I'm not exactly sure, 20-30 miles out, and I got it on radar, and it was a very large return. And obviously London Control had it on their radar, and they were vectoring us to this object. And when we got about a mile from it, as a matter of fact, we were diving on the thing, and the whole aircraft was shaking, and it just took off into space at several thousand miles an hour.
At about 1:30 or so in the morning, I noticed this real bright light to the east of my field, and it was kind of a light green, I would describe it, and it had a red light underneath it, and the red light, it wasn't actually a flashing light, it's kind of, I'd say, pulsating type, probably be a better description of it, red underneath. And so we called it down to the air defense people at Los Angeles Air Defense Sector. And at one point in time, they had at least 4 different radar sites that were getting radar returns on these things. And then all of a sudden, there's like 3 more objects, but these 3 stayed like together. They stayed like I don't know if they were formation or what it was, but anyway, these 3 stayed together. And then they stayed there for a little bit, and then they moved down to the south of me and sat there stationary a while. And then a little bit later on, there's 3 more appears, but these 3 are individual ones. And so at this point, I had like 7 of them. Well, about 3 different times that night, he was able to, he'd say contact, and that contact means he had contact with something on his radar in the cockpit of the aircraft. But these objects played around there for the remainder of my ship, and they just disappeared into the atmosphere. I know it was not a helicopter. I know it was not an airplane. I know it was not a balloon, a weather balloon or any other type of balloon. And I know it was no known aircraft flying object that we know of today.